brigands I can handle, but this talk of dragons? Bah! The danger's at our feet, I say.
Where are you? Finally, you're back. Lead the way.
Where are you?
The mine's always on the verge of collapse. Good thing I'm around to keep it up. Morrowind used to be a lovely place, but you couldn't pay me to live there these days. I can certainly share a bit of what I know. Well, well. You actually did what you said you were going to do. I'm impressed. Here, let me teach you a thing or two about alteration magic. It's the least I can do. All right, then.
Well met. Who are you? By the Divines, you're here for me, aren't you? I swear I tried. I was gonna do it. Please, don't hurt me. Wait, so you aren't here to kill me? Oh, thank the Divines. Jari Ra sent me here. He wanted me to extinguish the fire in the lighthouse. I don't know why I said yes. We used to be friends. At least, I thought so. Then he started having me do things. Things I regretted later. It started out with just stealing. I would walk into the store and Jari Ra would distract the shopkeep and I'd stuff anything I could into my tunic. I still remember that first time. I was so scared. We were in radiant raiment, and Jari Ra was trying on clothes a Jarl couldn't afford. There was a circlet on the counter, gold and emerald. And Dari never even noticed when I switched it with the copper one I was wearing. I felt horrible afterward. But Jari Ra always found a way to make it seem okay. Those haughty knife-ears got what they deserved, he said. And when we went drinking at the inn to celebrate, Jari Ra would pat me on the back and give a toast in my honor. I know that now. I was such a fool. He never wanted my friendship. I was just some tool he used to steal coin. Never even gave me a proper cut. He knew I wouldn't care. Toward the end, he didn't even bother with reasons. All he'd do was raise another toast. I was at the skeever when Jari Ra came by with his marauder friends. The ones that make me nervous. But Jari Ra put his arm around my shoulder and mussed my hair with those coarse fingers of his. That always puts me at ease. Then he tells me about this new plan of his. He says he needs me. That nobody can do it but me. I think one of his gang snickered. But Jari Ra told him to shut his mouth. And that made me feel good. The plan was to extinguish the flame at the lighthouse so that the ships would lose sight of the docks and crash. I didn't want to do it. Stealing is one thing, but killing a man? But Jari Ra assured me no one would die. He said they'd thank us for rescuing them. And I believed him. Please, I implore you, reconsider. I should know I almost made the same mistake. I do. I'm not proud of the things I did. But it's Jari Ra's fault. He used me. I would have never been in that situation if it weren't for him. It's not cowardice. I told you, Jari Ra manipulated me. Mizaka said I'm a good man. And I never wanted to hurt anyone. It's not that simple. I never had many friends growing up. People who genuinely cared about me. When you go to a tavern, they have stools and tables. I always opted for the stool. It's hard sometimes, drinking alone. Especially when so many are in the company of friends. I used to hate the way they laughed. Jari Ra noticed too. Said they barked like hounds. That's how we met. Suddenly I was the one sitting at the tables, drinking in good cheer, laughing. It turns out I laugh like a mammoth grunts. It's funny, but even now I look back on those times fondly. I might have been a fool, but I don't see how I had any other choice. Not in a tavern. I needed to come here. But how could I have known that? I would have never guessed that an old Khajiit lighthouse keeper would become my best friend. Goodbye. Yes? Greetings.
warning you. Back off.
Last mistake.
Never should have come here.
Looky here. Looks like he got us.
Looks like you had no trouble. The effects have already been felt. The Ice Runner has failed to dock on time. Without the lighthouse, the Ice Runner will have swung wide of the western shoal and run aground on the eastern coast. My sister Dija will be at the wreck with our Black Blood marauders. She knows to expect you.
Where are...
Get moving. I'll see if I can't delay any patrols out there. The Black Blood marauders are very identifiable. I didn't want anyone thinking the Black Bloods were getting too bold. Dija and I are more like the representatives here in Solitude. None of the Black Bloods can show themselves without being arrested. Leave and never come back.
What do you need, handsome?
You're the one who put out the fire in the lighthouse, right? My money's on the big one. Where are you?
You wanna go?
Hey, watch what you're doing! Fools are actually fighting!
Come on!
This ends now.
What?
Mister, scratch. It's nothing. I cannot rest. Tell me what you got. You call... Tell my lord?
Just die! True lords never back
Great. Come on, tell me what you got.
Finally smeared. You'll pay for that?
Only a fool would have something for that. Can I help you? Of course.
Never should have come here. Damn you!
Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a zero.